everyone, it's Monica. Welcome back to Because Jesus Bible Journaling. Hey, I recently added a bunch of information to this first screen about Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. You can check all that out down in the description box below. But today we are jumping into the second half of Psalm 69. This is kind of part 2 of a Bible journaling depression series coming to you from Psalm 69. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, push pause, go over to my channel, watch the video that came just before this one to get caught up on what we've done on the left side of the page there. Now, I have this book called Risen Motherhood. I actually got this through my MOPS group at church, and I just love the flowers that are in it. So don't look if you don't want to see me cut up a book, but I am going to cut out a page from this little booklet. And I'm going to use these flowers here in the margin of my Bible. I do love the sentiment there, you're better parents together than alone, but it's not really going to play into my Bible journaling process today. What is going to play into it is definitely this set of flowers. I love these flowers. They're so beautiful. The artist that created them was very gifted, and I love that they're on a black background. Again, we are continuing our journey through Psalm 69, talking about depression and coming out of it, finding victory in God. Last video, we talked about crying out to God, asking Him to deliver us from sinking in the mire. Don't let the pit close its mouth over me. Those are the kinds of places that David was in when he wrote this psalm, and those are the kinds of places that I've been able to identify with when I've struggled with depression in my life. Now, I have victory over it today, and it's been amazing, and I want to share with you a little bit of my journey for healing, and I am using this Black India ink that I used in the first video as well. My journey for healing involved counseling. It involved a good community around me. It involved medication. And so I don't want you to be ashamed of any of those things. We're not called to go through this alone. And so I'd encourage you, if you're finding yourself in a place of depression, reach out. There's so many hotlines. There's also your family or friends that are close to you. Reach out. You'll be surprised when you start asking for help and when you start sharing your depression journey. You'll be surprised to find just how many people have struggled with it in the past or have been affected by it in the past somehow. So as you can see, I used that India ink to kind of dot some splotches around the page just to kind of add a little bit of gray in the background. And then I'm using that really cheap Walmart white acrylic paint and just putting some polka dots around the page as well. We've got polka dots on the opposite page, and I thought I'd just work those in. And then I decided to go ahead and add just a little bit of color on these flowers. Not too much, not really going crazy with color, but I did want to add some color just so that they'd sort of pop off the page. Now today specifically, you can see I drew a heart on the page. That's right next to verses 30, 32, and 33. I will praise the name of God with a song. I will magnify Him with thanksgiving. When the humble see it, they will be glad. You who seek God, let your hearts revive, for the Lord hears the needy. He does not despise His own people who are prisoners, and the Lord will not despise you. That is the hope that I long to offer to you today. Depression is hard. It's horrible stuff. It feels so heavy and so strong when you're in it. But the Lord is with you. Please jump into Psalm 69 and check this out for yourself. The truths in Psalm 69 are just like a lifesaver if you're going through depression. So again, I tried to stick with a similar color scheme and used some of this gold pen to add some gold details on these flowers and around the outside of the flowers. And then I just transitioned over to adding some green on the leaves. And there's no right or wrong here, you guys. If you find an image like this, a black and white image, you can color it however you like, using whatever you want. Your page does not have to look like my page. My biggest encouragement to you in these two videos especially is that you would just jump into the Word of God for yourself today. It is amazing, and it is really like a lifesaver if you are going through a time of depression or darkness. And with COVID and with the racial tensions and with politics and all of the things we're dealing with right now, it wouldn't be surprising if you're feeling alone or down or in the dark. So hop into the Word of God. It is powerful. It is ready to provide you with healing and encouragement. And then don't forget to reach out to those around you and get the help that you need. I hope this has been encouraging. If you want to connect on a deeper level with me, go over and check my Patreon account out. I am building a community over there, giving away some exclusive tidbits, videos, templates, all kinds of stuff to help you jump in. And that's just kind of a membership site. Monthly memberships start at $5, so it's not a huge expenditure, but it's a great way to support this ministry here on Because Jesus Bible Journaling if that is something that you feel called to do. If not, pass it by. We've got so many freebies over on our Facebook group in the files section. Follow me on Instagram, and do be sure you're subscribed here. And the Artsy Bits channel there is for you guys that want to see my artsy journey. Above and beyond everything else, jump into the Word of God for yourself today. It is amazing. See you later.